Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? RJD here. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's having themselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Listen, we're going to talk again about this commuter tax. I have more to say about this. I can't hold it anymore. We're going to talk more about this, all right? First of all, hit my button, please. Oh, I can't even hit my button. See, I'm so angry. I'm messing up my stuff, man. I'm so angry. I'm messing up my stuff. Listen, for all you who didn't know, RJD, Rashonology, welcome. The video's coming soon. But first things first, hit the like button. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Rashonology on YouTube. Now, we want to talk about this congestion tax yet again. I think it is complete and utter mierda, horseradish, horse garbage, trash, basura, all of the above. We're not going to sit here and talk about this. This is hot garbage. All right. So let's talk about this again. Congestion, total New York City. I'm sure it'll pop up. All right. So let's talk about it. New Jersey drivers there. Let's see what Jersey talking about. Let's mute this first. Oh no. Let's see what Jersey talking
Meanwhile,
about.
across the river, strong opposition against congestion pricing.
Yeah, leaders there have been saying for months they're
Let's
worried
speed this
this will
up,
lead
too.
to more traffic, but also make a major impact to the environment. So now that we're almost a full day in, what do New Jersey drivers have to say tonight? Fox 5's Kendall Green live in Fort Lee with more. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Bianca and Richard. Jersey officials have been trying to fight this congestion toll tooth and nail to no avail. Now that it's in place, they're livid.
And I want to be clear on this. Whether it's today, tomorrow, with the new administration, or through legislation that we plan to introduce, bipartisan legislation, let me be clear to New York. We'll never stop fighting this congestion tax. Never.
All right, first things first. They will never stop fighting this congestion tax. First things first, this congestion tax is complete garbage. All right. First of all, you're not going to sit here and tell me, what did they say? They said they was going to get at least maybe 15 billion for this congestion tax, and that it was going to go to the MTA or go to fixing up the MTA or fixing up whatever they were trying to fix up. Stop it, man. Stop it. We don't believe you. If you believe that,
you stupid.
There ain't no way. Ain't no way. You're gonna tax people. First of all, I understand things are designed to go up. I get it. Things are designed to go up. But at the end of the day, this is all about generating revenue. They want people to pay this crazy toll just to go into the city. So you're taxing the people going into the city. And it sounds like a luxury tax. It's a luxury tax. You want to come into New York City? You want to come into the heart of the city? Under past 60th Street? Times Square? You want to go down to the Lower East Side? You want to go down and hang out? Okay, we're going to tax you. What about, I always tell people about this. What about the people who have to work down there who aren't going to take public transportation? Oh, public transportation. You mean where people are getting burnt alive? You mean where people are just getting pushed onto the tracks for no apparent reason? That public transportation. That's what you want me to take. Okay, great. So you want me to leave the safety of my car? And yes, I know car accidents and I know statistics, got it. But you want me to leave that and take a chance on the train where crazy stuff is happening out here on the train and the bus. So, nah, I think I'll stay in my car. And then for all that, you're going to have to pay $9. And that's with the Easy Pass. I think it's $9 with the Easy Pass. So how much is it without the Easy Pass? 15? Jesus Christ. That's if you work down there. What if you live down there? What if you live down there and you gotta go and come and go? That's gonna cost you $30 a day. That's a whole nother bill. That's like at the end of, listen, you working 5. What if you working 5, 6 days a week? I know the firefighters had some problems with this too, because a lot of their employees drive into work. And you got to account for that. That's another bill. That's a whole other bill right there.
That was Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer, who during a press conference this afternoon labeled the toll that just took effect nothing but a cash grab by the MTA, who's discounting what it will now cost both commuters and the environment. He demanded a plan from the MTA to mitigate the effects of what he called the cancer-causing pollution.
Nothing but a cash grab. We live in New York City. You think these people really care about pollution like that? Come on, son.
That will be inflicted on Jersey residents since traffic will be redirected by me trying to avoid that tax. The congestion toll tax on $9 for drivers who enter the city's congestion zone beneath 60th Street, and it coincides with today's Port Authority toll hike, where now Easy Pass drivers will pay 68 cents more.
68 cents more. Let's see what the fire department got to say about this.
Okay, what do I owe you?
Okta secures sensitive financial
All right, we gotta add here. But let's see what they got to say about this.
Davis are sounding the alarm on congestion pricing.
That's right. Union leaders say that this could slow down the response time of first responders arriving to a fire. Let's get down to the newsroom where Meredith Gorman has more on what they are saying tonight. Hey, Meredith.
Hey, Bianca and Richard. Firefighters are sounding the alarm on having to pay the congestion pricing toll while on duty. Firefighters.
They got to pay this thing while on duty. So, man, go ahead. Let me.
Unions came out on Sunday to request that their cars not be charged the congestion pricing tolls, something that they say they've been asking the state for, saying that at any given time, about 2,000 firefighters are working, and most bring their cars into work. And these unions are worried about the negative impact that this congestion pricing will have on response times, costs, and public safety.
All we were asking for was
What I hope is that, listen. Okay, I'll say it like this. A couple of years ago, there was an issue, maybe not a couple. It was some years ago in New York. There was an issue with a certain department and the mayor. And because of this, we had a very bad snowstorm. And it just seemed like the response times was a little slow, if you know what I'm saying. Now, obviously, no one can prove this or anything like that. But at the end of the day, this certain department was mad. They were mad, and justifiably so. They were angry. I don't know. It's just from what I've heard in the news and back in the internet from back then. I can't remember the exact year. But I know this particular department was very angry because they had people laid off and there was a bunch of other internal stuff going on. I wasn't really looking into things like that. I mean, I knew a lot of surface level stuff just because I'm a citizen of New York. So I want to know what's going on in the city. And when that snowstorm hit, it was a bad one. But I mean, the chains, if you live in New York, there's chains that they put on the buses, on the tires. So, it could beat up the snow. There were chains left. Obviously, you want to use all the chains until they're gone. Like, you don't want to, all the buses that are out that day, even if it's slowed down service, all of those buses should have chains. There were buses that couldn't get, there were buses that weren't around. There were main roads. I mean, I walked outside a little bit after the snow had kind of died down. And I remember seeing like main roads around where I live not plowed. And I was like, what? This is a main road. How is this looking like this? We only got, I think it was like 6 to 8 inches of snow. Now, obviously, half a foot of snow is still a half a foot of snow. But New York, we get snow every year. It should be like clockwork. You already know what to do. We've gotten a foot of snow, and I've seen the roads that look better. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, was that in retaliation? I mean, some people lost their lives that day. I think a couple of people died because of, lack of response times, roads that weren't plowed. So I hope now firefighters is a very different thing. And I highly doubt the FDNY would do anything like that. I mean, they're not going to do that. You're playing with people's lives and damage and fire. You're not playing with people like that. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff probably going on in a lot of back rooms and negotiations and things like that. For every action, there's a reaction. And people are going to find loopholes around things. They're going to, because they just are. So I wonder what's going to be the loophole to this that, certain people will find. I don't know.
Exemption for our members bringing their vehicles into the zone. Those vehicles are regularly used to transport firefighters to and from their details when other firehouses there's a shortage in one spot and they need them somewhere else. We were denied at every turn. We have been putting ourselves out there for the city of New York and for the FDNY, and now a lot of our members have asked us, how do we get our money back for this unfair tax burden that's been placed on not only them, but every resident of New York City?
We reached out to FDNY.
This unfair tax burden, not only for them, but for every resident in New York City. I am 37 years old. There has never been a time where you had to pay Manhattan Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge. Never been a toll for any of these bridges. Going downtown, driving downtown. Now, all of a sudden, you want to put this toll on people. Certain people have just enough money to do what they got to do, save and take care of the family, and then you're going to throw another potentially $200 bill on them, $300 bill on them, $400 bill on them. Somebody who's got to listen. We're going to do easy math. Hold on. We're going to do easy math right here. Let's see. We're going to put this on this screen so y'all see. Somebody, if you got to pay $9 to get into the city, that's coming and going. So that's times 2. So that's already $18 a day. You work 5 days a week. That's $90 a week. 4 weeks in a month. That's $360 a month. I know there are people's car notes that are if they put a lot down. Maybe 10 years ago, your car note was $360. Now your car note might be $1,000. But there are people that pay. This is an insurance bill. This could be somebody's light bill. For my people in the suburbs, this could be your water bill. This could be your electric bill. This is some people's cable bill if they got like a big family plan. Like this is another bill. $360 is what some people have just to at the end of their bills because they're living check to check. $360. Most people don't have $400, $500 in savings. This right here, for some people that live downtown or that have to go down there or that have to drive down there, and they're not, maybe they can't take public transportation. Maybe they got to drop their kids off at school. This is going to hurt some people. This is going to hurt some people. And Lord help you if you work at overtime. That's a $500 bill. That's an extra $500 a month. So this is no little thing.
For comment, and they told us to reach out to City Hall. The mayor's office saying in a statement, quote, ensuring public safety is a top priority for the Adams administration. We do not expect any negative impacts to the department's ability to respond to emergencies. Union representatives say firefighters often use their personal vehicles to transport their bulky equipment weighing around 85 pounds. The union added that the department may be forced to buy more vehicles to transport members, which could cost taxpayers millions of dollars.
All I hear, and we're gonna clip this. All I hear is that we need to generate some revenue and we're going to kick this can down the road. I don't know how much money they're losing per day on buses because they're losing. I said this in my last video, but they're losing a lot of money on buses. For sure, they are losing a lot of money on buses because people are just getting on and not paying. And it is what it is. And I don't know how much money they're losing on buses. But the amount of money they're going to gain, because I think they tax every vehicle. So if that's firefighters, I don't know if that's cop vehicles. Like, I wonder who pays that. Does the New York City Police Department pay that if they go through a toll because they got to go? Who pays that? Are they exempt? If the firefighters aren't exempt for paying this, then I got to assume the police officers aren't exempt. So I don't know. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This is just another way to extract money from the people of New York. I don't agree with this. It sucks, but it is what it is. For the people who have to work downtown, for the people who have to get downtown and who travel down there by car and who don't have There are people who live in Westchester. There are people who live in Connecticut. There are people who live in Staten Island. There are people who live all over the place, and they're not taking the train into the city. They can't. They have to drive. For the people that live in Jersey, for the people that live in Stamford, that, you know, these people, this tri-state area, it's very easy to get to the tri-state area from anywhere, from the Bronx to Brooklyn, Queens. It's very easy to get to Connecticut, to get to Westchester, to get upstate. There are people who live all over the place that have to work up there, work down here, and you could get anywhere. Hour and a half drive. Maybe you leave early, get in at 9, leave your house at 7:30 to make it to work on time. It is what it is. These people aren't taking the bus and the train. This is going to hurt them. This is going to hurt them. Now, some people who got it, they don't care. It's pennies to them if you got it. But if you're on the fence or you don't have $400 a month to spare, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. We will continue to monitor the situation, and we'll keep it pushing, and we'll keep looking and see what's going to become of this. But it sucks. So we'll see.